Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to Tectonic. Today we're unboxing the Apple AirPods. So I'm just going to get straight into it after just quickly showing you around the entire box. So there is the back, you've got obviously the AirPods, the case, and showing the lightning adapter there. And what's actually in there, Apple logo, AirPods, Apple logo, bunch of information obviously at the front. So let's just get straight into it. Now the reason I've actually got these is because originally I thought that they were quite pointless because I've got an iPhone 6S. I don't think that even just cut there. I've got an iPhone 6S. So AirPods for me seem quite pointless because I could just use my normal AirPods. But I've just ordered the iPhone 10, which actually won't arrive for another 5 to 6 weeks because of the delays. I've just actually realised that's actually like embossed there. That's I don't even know how else to describe that. It's raised basically. I didn't actually feel that before, but there you go. So let's just bring it up. So I'm getting the iPhone 10, won't arrive for a while, so I figure these would actually come in handy because they are pretty cool, but I just never had a use for them with an iPhone 6S. So take that off there. Let's just move that out of the shot. So there you go, straight in the box, and there obviously as normal we have the information stuff, and then there's the case there, which I'm assuming come with the AirPods already inside. So let's just take this out. So, information leaflet, how to pair it with your Bluetooth, how to open it apparently, and start listening and loads of stuff like that, and how to charge them, etc. As usual, normal stuff there, and I think that's it. It doesn't come with Apple stickers, which is surprising, but there you go. So let's just put those back in there. So back to this, we've got it obviously right there in the box in this wrapped. That's actually a little bit heavier than I thought. It's not heavy, it's just heavier than I thought. So let's just put that there for a second and see what else is in here. So there's a little tag there to lift up this bit, which is where the wire is. So what I do like about Apple products is that they do use the lightning cable for pretty much everything that you need to charge like your devices with. Obviously, like the MacBooks are different with USB-C, but most of the stuff, all the devices, all the little accessories are mostly lightning, like my trackpad there. I didn't unbox that, but I've got that there. So take that off. That just goes back in there. That's that. So lightning cable, I think it's a meter. Yeah, it looks like a meter long. So that's that there for charging the AirPods in that little bit under there. So let's just peel this out. So it just peels around like that and then slides out. So there you go. So it just slides out like that. And there it is. I didn't know that was on the back. I don't know what that is for. Maybe for wireless charging or something. Don't know for sure what that is actually there for, but I don't know. So there's where you plug it in. So let's just flick it open. There it is. That is actually a real nice, like, flick there. It's like it's magnetic, and you just flick it open. Like that's how they show it in the adverts. You use a thumb to flick it open, but I'm sure it's just easier to go like that. So there you go. There's the AirPods straight inside. A light has already come on. Don't know what that's for again, but we'll find out all this stuff as we go. And then there is the AirPods, just like that there. Left and right. There's just inside there if you want to see for whatever reason. So you've got the green light there. I'm assuming that's the charging light. So I'm assuming when it's green, it means it's got charge. And if I pop them back in, if I get this the right way around, perhaps, it's gone to like a flashing white light, which I'm assuming maybe means they're charged or something. I don't know. We'll figure all that stuff out. I'm sure it says in the manual. So there you go. And then that just pops closed like that. These are actually pretty weird. You know, they feel weird just looking at them. You know, it's like they do have the cables cut off. That's what it feels like. But the actual AirPods themselves are very light. They're obviously heavier than the AirPods. I mean just the top bits of the AirPods, but they're not that heavy, which is good. It's the case bit that's a little bit more heavy. I don't know obviously how much any of it weighs, but there you go. Okay, then as you can see, we're just using a slightly different camera because that's what I usually use to record, but it says in the manual, all you've got to do to pair these is unlock your phone, done, so unlocked, slide up, make sure your Bluetooth is on, which mine always is because I've got an Apple Watch, and then apparently all you've got to do is just flick open your case and it will pair to the nearest phone that it can find. And there it is, it has actually done it. AirPods connect. So let me just show you this. I've just realised that you can't really see it in there. So there you go, it comes up like that, AirPods connect, and then I'm just going to tap obviously connect, and let's see. There you go, so it's done it. So 84% charge in the AirPods and 74% in the case, so it just tells you right there. So let's just tap done on that, and that's it. And then it just says all you got to do is pop them in your ears, obviously. That's actually just went red there for a second and now green again. So again, I don't know what all these lights mean, but I will figure them out. And it says pop them in your ears and you should hear a tone. So they are in, and I've heard the tone, so they are working. So we're just going to try and play something here. So let's just try a tectonic video, shall we? Okay, so here we've got the my Mac Mini unboxing. Because it just seems fitting, and that's an advert playing there, but let's just skip that. And I did hear that advert, and I can hear everything fine. And in terms of quality, they sound the same. I just want to try actually a song real quick. So let's just go on to Spotify and let's just go into the charts. So top song in the UK right now is Rockstar. So let me have a listen to this. Turn that up a little bit. Let's just actually get right into the song. Okay, so that's actually a lot better way of doing it, because obviously my videos, especially that video, to be honest, it's quite an echoey mic because it's in the same situation that we're in right now. But so yeah, that didn't sound so good, but I think that wouldn't sound good on any headphones, to be honest with you. But if I try a video like this, where I'm using a proper microphone, yeah, that sounds a lot better already. I can hear my voice in that, and it sounds like a proper microphone connected up and everything. So in terms of music, it sounds a lot better. I actually think the last time I used AirPods, compared to that to these AirPods here, I'd say AirPods actually do have a slightly better sound quality, only really in terms of bass though. In terms of the crispness of the sound, I think it's exactly the same, but straight away from listening to that song, I could feel a much stronger bass on the song. So that's why I think these ones are better. Now apparently also when you take them out of your ears, even just one, the music should stop playing. So I'm going to put it back in, play the song, turn it down, take it out. Yep, the song immediately pauses, and it's paused on Spotify there. Let me try and put it back in, and it replays. Yeah, it does take a split second, but it does do it, and I think that's something really useful, because often when you're sitting there listening to music, someone tries to talk to you, you just take it out and your song or your video starts is pausing. Let's just try that on YouTube. So I'm going to place it back in. So that's me speaking. I'm going to take it out. Yep, video has paused just there. So these actually work really well in that sense. So the other thing that you can do is apparently access Siri. So I just want to see if that works as well. Hello. Right, so there you go. It does work. So you double tap on the AirPods. I will show you, but I'd have to re-angle my camera and everything. But basically, you just double tap on the side of it, which I'll just show you here, basically. Probably be easier. Just double tap there. There's no button. It's touch sensitive. So you just double tap on the side of either of your AirPods, and it activates. So I just said hello, and it said whatever it just said, something about Earthling. So let me just try that again on the other side. How are you, Siri? So there you go. And obviously you can't hear that because it's speaking in my ears. Now, one of the things that a lot of people criticised about the AirPods was that people feel awkward about turning down their volume by talking to Siri, because that is the only way to do it unless you want to get your phone out your pocket. For me, that I would also feel uncomfortable, to be honest, just walking down the street and then suddenly speaking to my AirPods. To me, that would be awkward, but then again, to me, I've got an Apple Watch, which actually takes away that problem completely. So if I put my AirPod back in and play that song again, right, so that's how I'm just turning down the volume there. But if I want to now turn it back up again, I've got my watch here, and that has got a volume control where I can just go up and down, up and down, just like that. And I can also pause it from there if I want to. I don't think there's any pausing controls on the AirPods. I don't know if there is. But yeah, volume is definitely something that obviously people are going to be reluctant to do over Siri, and they would have to do it over their phone. But I did actually watch a video on one of these, and someone suggested a good idea of it being like a scroll sort of touch sensitive thing to move the volume up and down on the side. That would have been quite interesting to see. Okay then, so this is obviously the AirPods in my ears. Close up. Actually, it feels a lot different when I suddenly take them out. It feels like you can hear a lot more. But there they are back in, and when you put them back in at the same time, you do hear a sound to say that they're working. So if I take them out, both of them, put them back in, you hear a sound, just like that. Obviously you can't hear these things, but if I take one out and put it back in, you don't hear a sound because you still got the other one in. So like I said, I'll just quickly show you again the Siri. So let's just put that on, double tap that, and there you go, you've got Siri activated there. Doesn't work all the time that I found. You've got to get it in pretty much the right spot. I mean, like if I think I went a little bit lower, it does do it. But I have tried it. I mean, I've tried that. I've done that tap 6 times now. Only once it hasn't worked. So I don't know. It's a bit touch and go, but I'm pretty sure on the whole, it does work. If you flick open the case, it'll pop open there for you to let you know. I'm surprised. It does, yeah. If you add the battery widget to your notification center, it will come up there. So I've got my iPhone, my watch, and AirPods and AirPod case all there. You might have to click show more because that's what I did. So just there, if you click show more in the top there, it will show you all of them basically. And that is it really. The case, it does feel a little cheap, the lid. But the rest of the case feels really good. The lid just does feel a little bit cheap. I'm not sure how well that hinge is going to last if it gets, I don't know, dropped or sat on or something. Obviously that bit is the hinge, by the way, that bit there. So, but I don't know why it's been made silver. So there you go. So yeah, basically just make sure you stick around and subscribe for the iPhone X unboxing. It will be a while away because I'm waiting on it. But there you go. Thanks for watching.